Why don't we give him something to read?
Hi, I'm Jade,
I'm Annabelle.
and welcome to our show. I am so excited to talk about our book today.
So am I.
It is by a local author,
Mhm.
which I love supporting. It's
It was your choice.
fantasy. Yeah, it was my choice. And it's fantasy, which I've gotten you so sucked into. I'm living for it.
I'm annoyed.
So let's talk about Ember Eternal.
Ember Eternal. First impressions of the book.
First impressions of the book. It's a wonderful, typical fantasy. I mean, a prince, a thief. Say less. I picked it up because it's a local author and I've read some of her books prior. It struck me and I was very, very excited. You can't go wrong with a fantasy. I hate to say this because you're new to them, but
And I don't agree with that, but I will agree that just by coincidence, the last few books I've read have been fantasy, but they've been so easy to read and so good. And let me tell you, all the plots have been very similar. And I gotta say, I'm enjoying them. So with Ember Eternal, when you say first impression, to me, it goes all the way back to what the book looks like. And I'm telling you, I would have never picked this book because to me, the way that it feels, I don't know how to explain this and it's not going to come across. It's a hardcover, but also a soft cover.
oh yeah, it's like
It's very strange to me. To me, it almost feels like a little textbook. I probably would never have chosen this book. And I think I read the back briefly and immediately thought, oh, this sounds kind of similar to what I've been reading. So I'm glad she picked it.
yeah, I didn't even read the back blurb. It just had a couple words in the front and I was sold.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it's right up my alley.
I might try that the next book trip. I'm going to try only going by the cover,
Ooh.
the little blurb of the cover,
Yeah.
because it's less than the back. And I've had so many amazing reads going in blind.
I agree. Like we're doing another read together, not on the podcast, though
Yeah.
it might end up being there. Who knows? With zero information. You
Start reading.
Yeah. Hey, people have been raving about this, saying the same shit. I was like, I should read it.
And then I said, Kindle Unlimited, done.
So this is a fantasy, and with typical fantasies, we get a fun world. How was the world building for you? Was it easy to follow, or did you get kind of confused?
Loved it. Loved it. There is one nation. In that nation, there's 4 fronts, north, south, east, and west. There is a king who's the Ember Eternal. And
Forever may he live.
forever may he live. He sends his sons to control these fronts. And then in these fronts, they have their own little kingdom and they're protected from the outside. And then in the bigger scope of things, and maybe this is going to get more confusing in the next books because now we have to wait forever. This just came out at the end of 2025.
I'm so sorry.
And the ending left you
On a
what will
cliffhanger.
happen in their world. What originally happened to it was there was another king who took all these broken apart nations and brought them together to make this one nation. That's basically how we get this place.
Yeah. That part was easy.
Very easy. And no crazy names.
Yes, no crazy names. I mean, we got Fox and Wren.
Yeah. Which is adorable.
And Nick.
I can't wait to get to this
I mean, those
casting.
names. Oh my God. You're excited?
Yes.
I'm so excited that you're excited. Yeah, I think this wasn't complicated. They don't go super heavily into it. They give you a little glimpse of what it was. It's got gods, multiple. It's got one god that was overseeing Earth disappeared. That's how it kind of came to being one nation because shit goes haywire when gods disappear from your land.
Yeah, that's a problem. And
Yeah.
also, we should point out that this one is focused on the Western Gate where Nick is the prince of this area.
And of course, like everything, you're going to have your better nations and your lesser. So the West is a lesser side of it. It's on the outskirts. It's where you basically get banished. Nobody cares about what happens there. They hadn't even had somebody overseeing that tower.
Hadn't it been like a year? Is that what it said? Or longer?
Yeah, longer than that, I want to say.
Because the previous prince that was there didn't care about people, only cared about, you know, the wealth and stuff. And so when everyone got sick, which I guess is a yearly thing, I assumed it was like a flu. But everyone every year gets sick. He ignored his people, stayed in his castle, had parties. Well, guess what? He got sick.
He still got it.
He got the illness and died. So now,
you know what?
Nick is there.
Yes. So
Oh,
in
and
this
while
one, we get
yeah, and while this other prince was there, he did nothing.
yeah.
Didn't help the people, just stayed in the castle.
So the people kind of are left to their own devices, and the garrison head, he kind of feels like he's the prince.
Oh,
So
yes,
he
I
was
didn't
a
like him at all.
dick the entire time and
Yeah.
thought he was better. So let's talk a little bit about our main characters. How did you feel about Fox? She is our
Loved
main
her.
female character.
I really liked her. She had a past that we slowly start to see from the beginning, and then we get a clear vision of it by the end. She's strong. She's a thief, but she's also moral. She's tough. She cares for her closest friend, which is Ren. So
Hmm.
she has no family, neither does Ren.
Yeah,
They're
it's
each
all about
other's.
found family for
Yes.
sure with her.
I liked her. I don't know what Jade wants from people, but go ahead.
I had such incredible high hopes for Fox. I mean, what a name. And she's a thief. She's light on her toes. Come on. And then you get to know her over the course of the book. Let me tell you. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you.
Let me tell you.
I
can't.
hate her with a sincere passion
Why?
that I can't even comprehend.
Can you give me one reason?
How did she change throughout the book? Did she grow?
Oh, well, if you're looking for growth.
No, she shrunk. You're talking about this girl who has loved her father, steals from the rich,
Mhm.
is kind enough to give to the poor, likes to
Mhm.
take care of people, like in the sense of just her friends, though. She's very self-centered almost in that sense. There's two friends, there's Ren and Luna, and those are her two people. Of course, you're living in an area that's not been taken care of. Nobody gives a shit about you. She's bonded to the lady who goes and sends them off to do whatever the fuck she wants that will earn her coin. And so I expect to see some growth when we're talking about a fantasy and we're talking about the events that continue on, and none of it. We got none of it. She went downhill,
I don't see how.
then uphill. She should have gone uphill, and all she did was go downhill. We'll get more into that as we
We
go
are
on.
going to get into that.
So let's move on to our delicious Nick. How did you feel about him?
Oh, okay.
You looked over, you're like, start a fight with me.
I immediately looked at Jade. What are you going to say? He's not treated well by his father or his siblings. He has, and I'm quoting this, had a habit of protecting people who couldn't protect themselves and being punished for it. So that's a revelation that she has at one point in the story.
Yes.
And you are shown that from beginning to end, from the first time he sets foot and there's an attack on the prince and the way he deals with one of the attackers. You know, he's not a man that's unfair. He's very fair. He also had a history, like he punched one of his tutors when he was younger for hurting one of his friends.
Yep.
He also, his brother hurt a servant and he stood up to the brother for that. So he's good.
Yeah. He
And
has
also sounds delicious.
Yes, he does. I mean, thank you very much. There is nothing wrong with my perfect, precious baby. You can't say anything to me about that. That's what I wrote down because he was perfect from beginning to end. He was amazing. Let's talk about, did you like their romance?
Yeah, I thought the romance was fun. It was sweet, was funny, it was loving, and I thought it was appropriately done throughout the book until the moment we have impact.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was a good lead up, like the perfect amount.
I I love the romance and I also hated it. So I think my problem is that usually in fantasies we have it where it's very enemies to lovers, right? That's what you kind of come to expect in fantasies. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, he's going to come in. She hates him because he's royal. He hates her because she's a thief. But we didn't get that at
No.
all.
He immediately was smitten.
Yeah, which was crazy. Yeah. She goes to save the prince and he's like, whoa, help me. You can see these, essentially they're ghosts.
Anima.
She has an ability that she could see anima, and he cannot because it's a special power that very, very, very few have. They work together and they work very well together. There's like one point and she goes, I'm a thief and I love to steal beautiful things and he's beautiful. And I was like, girl, it's your man.
I do think also since you are so used to the fantasy world, you have a different expectation than I do because my expectation has only been these 3 books I've read, Powerless, Red Queen, now this one. So the romance is very similar in all of them. I was not expecting anything different. And also the enemies to lovers, which I do enjoy too. I didn't think it would have gone well in this story.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, because they still wanted to make it the enemies to lover, right? Because she was still very contradicting to herself. In the beginning, she falls in love with him because he portrays himself as a bodyguard, not as the prince.
Correct.
Because there's no way for him to get to know the people, get to know the area, and do the things that he wanted to do if he was the prince. So he lied and said that he was a bodyguard and didn't tell her.
And also, they had been warned of the attack before they got there. So when they came into the city the first time
Yeah.
and he was a bodyguard, the carriages were empty because they knew somebody was going to attack.
Yeah, they already had it in their mind. They had that great chemistry. They went to interview some people together
Mhm.
to get more information on the main villain of the story and what was happening. And there was this dancing scene and a kissing scene. Great chemistry. And then you find out that he's the prince. She finds out. And all of a sudden she's, oh my God, I can't be with him. He's my enemy. But like it never felt like enemies to lovers.
But I don't
And I
know
wish if you had done that, like you had committed to it, because at no point did he ever see her as the enemy.
No. And also, I don't think necessarily she saw him as an enemy. What she realized was this could never work because
Yeah.
he's a prince and I'm a thief and I'm from the slums. It would never work.
Yeah.
So it never hit enemies. It was more her thinking, I need to give up this dream because
Yeah.
it could never work. Whereas him, of course, the person in power
Yeah, always
thinks,
feels like,
yeah, what are you
I'll make
talking
it
about?
work.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see. I liked the romance. There just were some things in it that I didn't like. But you know
I'm
what?
excited for the next book's next romance.
I know. Did you feel like anything felt forced or rushed?
I'm going to say no because I thought the way that they did the story from beginning to end, which is him showing up, they find out all these things about what was going on there with the previous prince. We get a bad guy. We get the solution to the bad guy. We find out more of her history that she's not aware of till the very end. None of it felt rushed to me, and I felt like it all went very smoothly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I will say that I felt the climaxes
Mm.
were way too rushed. So every fucking time there was a big reveal, it would literally be like only half a page and then it'd be done. And I hate that, especially when it could have been much bigger. So essentially the point of the story is somebody is out to kill the prince because they want to take over that village and they want to take over the kingdom.
Mhm.
They believe that people who used to have power, they were kind of taken out by the Ember Eternal King,
Mhm.
forever may he live, and
Or not.
and he wanted to rise up, overthrow him, let people who had power live again, and grow their power. So that, to me, that was the main enemy of the story. And then we get there, like we're going through this entire fucking book, fighting him, trying to defeat him. And we get to the point where he's finally kind of trapped. It's done. It was over.
But I do think the first bad guy that comes in and first causes the tear, and then you find him when she leaves the bar and chases him in the night, and then the boy comes. I mean, they had it enough leading up to his ending, which I thought that first guy that gets killed when
Yeah.
they're in the tavern, I thought that was a good amount of time put into him. The next reveal, when you find out who
Yeah.
it really is,
Yeah. Who's actually behind him?
yeah, that one was very quick.
That one was very
That
quick.
one was very quick. I thought this guy that was being used by the main guy should have been in this point
Yeah.
where they had a bigger reaction.
Sure.
I felt you had this big reaction, then wait, and maybe that was the point so that you would think, oh, they got rid of him. They're fine now. Everything's great. And then you find
Yes.
out,
It was actually a front. Like he
yes,
wasn't even the main bad guy,
he was just being used.
which I did like that. I do like a reveal like
Mhm.
that. So
Yeah, because I did not,
I didn't see it.
I thought it was done.
I thought it was interesting because the way that the original bad guy,
Mhm.
the way they brought him in was he was kind of slinking around.
Yes.
And I didn't even think anything of it
But it's
because they
'cause Nick
portrayed
did
him.
it.
Yeah, because
He walked into the room and didn't act
yep, because
weird that the
yep,
guy was there.
yep. I thought that was crazy. How'd you feel about the powers, like as part of the story?
I thought the powers were interesting. What I liked is that I visualized it. The way it was described, colors and things, my mind visualized whenever somebody used a power. So there's 3 realms,
Yep.
and it's Terra, which is Earth, Etheric, which is the realm of spirits where the anima live,
Yes, which are
and
ghosts.
the ghosts. And then oblivion is when you're gone.
Yeah.
So what happens is there were some people who had this power to connect between the mortal world and the soul's world,
Yep.
basically. And they have this power where they can also control humans by getting the power from the souls. They can control people. They put this power into them, and now these people have to do their bidding,
Yep.
basically. Their
Possession.
eyes were green. Yeah, it
Yeah.
basically is possession.
It's possession, essentially.
And then there was somebody called Illumine,
Mhm.
not Illuminate, Lumine.
Yeah.
Now, Lumines had not been around in forever. They had been
Forever.
gone. And so there is this person who is the initial bad guy. We think that that's what he is, Illuminate.
Yeah, that's what he says he is.
He says he is, but they immediately realize the prince and Ren and her realize that he's not truly Illumine, because Luna, who is anima, so she's a soul, she can travel back and forth. Even though I didn't think it was odd at the end when they reveal
Luna was around.
why Fox could see Luna
Yeah.
and talk to her, but Ren could see her too. I'm still a little bit confused about Ren, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Because
We'll
they're
get into her.
everything when they talk about it, it's her and Ren, even when Luna and even when,
I don't
the
think Ren
god
could
comes
see her.
back.
I think it's because Luna allowed herself to be seen.
And also she couldn't communicate, she had to use sign language.
Yeah, 'cause it was
Or
exhausting to
yeah.
use her powers to speak.
So the power basically is this power that's stolen from the soul's realm.
Yeah. It never occurred to me that she had the power that she had
I
until later in the book.
Well, yeah, I don't
I
know
always
when
thought it was just like, yeah, she could kind of see them. And then it clicked later on that she was actually.
I think once he cracked her shell or whatever they called
Yeah.
it,
I thought it was
that's
really well
that's when I
done.
thought, yeah, that was good. That's when I thought, interesting.
Mhm.
How could he have gotten that from her if she's not somehow connected? I
Yeah.
didn't know how it would end. I knew they were going to say that she had the real power.
Yes, I did catch on to that. I liked how it was he broke something inside of me
Mm-hmm.
because she's only ever known and felt the way that she's felt. And then for it to actually not broken necessarily, but
Right.
opening, I was like,
Yes.
hot damn.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, I loved that. That was so good to me.
Yeah. And even if it seems like we're not explaining it well, it's so clear in the book and so easy to understand.
Yeah, she did
I was
fantastic writing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was never confused once or wondering what that meant or this meant. Again, choosing names of places, people, powers is so important in these
yeah.
books to me because there's no confusion.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Ren.
Hmm.
How did you feel about Ren? So, like, we have quite a few different little side characters, but to me, Ren is number one.
Yeah. So with Ren, what I thought was interesting, or the first thing that kind of threw me off, was her and Ren both bonded.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing that now I think I'm realizing: Ren just showed up one day
Yeah.
and said, "Oh, I have no family." So
Yeah.
I wonder what that's going to mean for her later, now that I think about it. But her and Ren have always been, they're bonded, meaning they have to work as servants. They don't get paid, but they have to pay off their debt, their family's debt. And again, no background on Ren. She just is there. So what I did not realize, from point A to point B, suddenly they're talking about Ren being a fighter and she's this and interested in that. And for some reason I thought, did I miss that in the beginning? Right?
Right?
She was just Ren. And then suddenly she's a fighter and everybody knew?
I thought Ren could literally, their roles should have been swapped, Fox and Ren's, because you're telling me Ren is a healer.
Oh, that's right.
She's super into healing people.
She knows what plants to
To get. She makes a remedy for these people who have been possessed because they're burning up with a fever afterward. Like, she literally is the fucking hero.
Yeah,
This story.
Okay,
Yeah, she knows how to fight.
But Fox is the one who saves the people after that last battle, because
Yes.
then she learned to absorb that, and then Ren comes in with the healing pole.
Yeah.
Like, Ren is so good at it that the prince's healer
Yes.
takes the
Damn
stuff that
recipe.
she makes, to use it for everyone. So, yeah, right now when I was talking about it, I thought,
There's
something's up with
something
Ren, yeah, that we don't
to
know
her,
yet.
and I can't wait to find out what it is because
Mhm.
she has such main character energy.
She really does.
And that's the one thing that drove me crazy about Fox was that I don't know if it was Ren trying to keep her down, but Ren was like, run. Her father taught her that, right? Like,
Right,
always run,
yes,
don't
always run.
fight, stay hidden. And that's because he knew what she was from
Yes,
the very early age,
which was kept a secret.
which was kept a secret. They locked away her powers. Her mother died
Yeah, she didn't
by
even know it.
lying. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if Ren's like a type of bodyguard to her or something, but I
That would make
hated,
so much sense.
right? But I hated that Fox never learned how to fight. They offered. They were like, "Oh, do you want to fight?" She's like, "No,
Well, she
no, I don't
did
want to
use the
fight."
moves, though, in that one fight.
But for defense, only to
Yes.
get the weapon out of his hands so
Right,
she
right.
could run.
So she wouldn't get hurt
Yeah,
or
exactly.
stabbed or
I
whatever.
hated that. There was nothing interesting to Fox at all, ever. She goes to the castle because she's now being hunted by this fake Lume.
Mhm.
And then she becomes a princess, essentially. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, man, I love comfort. I love not having to work. Oh, I can't get used to this. Oh, I'm so
I
in
was
love
gonna
with the
say,
prince.
she
Oh,
never
I
said any of
can't.
those things. She literally wanted to go back.
Yeah.
She didn't feel comfortable being there.
Well, because, out of habit, but knew she couldn't leave. I don't know. I still hate
I
her.
100% get what you're saying when you say it that way, that Ren had main character energy. I do agree with that. I liked the 4 main people, her, Galen, Fox, and Nick.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why Ren and him are gonna be in the next one.
Yeah. Oh, Galen and Ren. Damn well no.
And it better get spicy for them.
They were sprinkling it all over
Oh,
the
yeah.
place.
They were, like, fighting each other. Girl.
like fighting each
Yeah.
other.
It even said it was like getting nighttime.
Yes!
Going
You were
round
like,
after
"Okay,
round after
maybe
round.
stop like doing that."
But yeah,
What I wouldn't pay to see that.
I liked Fox, but I can see what you're saying. I thought she was an appropriate character
Yes.
for Nick
Yes.
and that journey.
I just wish there was more to her. And the more is finding out that she's actually a true Lume. And
Which I do expect her to be more main character now.
yes.
Right?
So in the
'Cause
next book, I have a lot of hope. So how did you feel about the love triangle later on in the book between Fox, Nick, and then the new princess, Katie?
I would say she was an unnecessary character, except that she's the one who caused any of the friction. Since there's no enemies to lovers, she creates the friction in the romance, one. Two, she also creates the situation that gets us to the end of the book, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she was a necessary evil. I hated her, but that you're supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah. You are supposed to.
She did her job.
She did do her job. Okay, I can't even. So, before we talk a little bit about this point, because I don't know if you noticed it. So, essentially, at the end of the book, we discover Fox the Lume, and Katie, being the bitch that she is, called up the Eternal King and was like, hey, your son has this person who has these powers because she didn't know the extent of it yet. She needs to be taken care of because she wants to marry Nick at any cost. So the messenger comes and he's like, we got to arrest Fox, and drama unfolds, right? And who comes back but the god? I don't remember his name.
Well, she actually ended up naming him.
Oh, yeah,
Because he
she
gave
did.
the same name.
Lachlan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would not mind I would not mind a romance triangle with a handsome face, silver hair, and eyes that spin with magic. Please, please, please. But I did put down his name. What the fuck?
You're like, his name don't matter to me.
Yeah, Lachlan. And so then Lachlan appears.
Yes.
There's a point. Did you catch it? When Lachlan looks at Katie, pauses.
I don't think I did.
So why would he pause? Because earlier in the book, she's reading about the god, right? Some uncertified drama in the books in the library. And it says that he had married a human wife.
I did not catch any of that.
I think it's her. I think she's the secret wife.
And she doesn't know?
She doesn't know. I think she was reborn. And
Now
he
that-
saw, and I'm so fucking excited.
If she does that, if that's how the story goes, I would love it.
Yeah, because I think that's her whole point. I caught on to that instantly. That's why she's really a part of the story. Because otherwise, Why would you have that third? I hate it when they throw in that third act
And
for
it was
nothing but to
so
cause
yeah,
drama.
because it was the second half, third half of the book, and she just showed up, and then there's
Yeah.
a lot of theories where they realize, "Wait a second, there's no way she got here. She left her hometown before the prince even arrived.
Yes.
How did she know about the attack? Because it's like a 3-week trip." So they're giving you all these things, and they also tell you how she has no other options. There's little
And
little tiny
you
moments where even Fox says, "I would feel sorry for her, but
she's being such a bitch. But yes,
yeah,
I did feel sorry for her when at one point she's like, "He's nice, he wouldn't hurt me, he's not ancient," you know?
yeah.
She thinks he has money though, and he
The coffers
don't.
are empty.
You broke boy.
Oh, but they did say the money had been pulled and put in various places, and so between now and the next book,
Yeah,
they're
we're
supposed to be
expected.
looking for
Yeah, we expect
looking for the money.
them to find it. Yeah. Will you continue the series?
Oh, I will. I thought 100%, if I remember, because I don't know when it's gonna come out. It's up to you to remind me.
I own it. I'm glad I own it. I will reread it before the next one comes out because who knows when that's gonna be.
Also, it was super easy to read, so,
Yeah.
and do you think the ending was satisfying?
Yes. I
I put perfect. We find out her history, we find out everything that we need to know, and then they leave it as a full-on cliffhanger, although
yeah.
we can assume what she's gonna choose, but a full-on cliffhanger at the end, where if the book was out now, I would already be reading it.
I had to think about it. So yes, I put highly, highly, can't even describe it because I really, really loved how she wrote Fox and Nick's separation. It wasn't
Mhm,
like, oh, you can't go with this god to learn who you are and how to control your powers. You know, like how some books would write that love because, like,
right.
oh, they're tearing them apart. Instead, it was she looks at him and he looks and there's like this understanding and he goes, I will find you again.
"Don't stress, girl. Go do you.
Yeah.
Come back when you're
What
ready."
is it? Oh, boy, so hot knowing she needed to leave and you didn't fight her or ask her to stay.
Mhm.
Instead, he said, and I quote, and when it's time, we'll find each other again. When it's time,
Damn.
we'll find each other again.
But you know what I like also? That happens, right? Then you're like, "Great, she's gonna go off with this god because it's the best option for her."
Yeah, because again,
Then
she's
she
being
gets
arrested
yeah, she's gonna get arrested,
and she
taken to the
damn well,
king,
she knows she's not going to make it to that.
and Nick can't stop it. He
And he
can't
can't. He's
protect her.
trying.
But also, if he stops her, then now she's back in another prison, which she was with the lady, and the whole
Yeah.
point was he bought out her and
Yeah.
Ren's contract to the lady, the debt. He paid for it. He didn't buy it and keep it. He paid it off, so they have no more prisons.
Yeah.
But if she stayed with him, she would be locked up because
And she would be in
she can't
constant
leave.
danger.
Constant danger.
Between Katie, between
The
the
guards and
king,
the king would probably
yeah,
show up.
yeah. There
Uh,
was no way that
but
she
what
could
I
stay.
do like is you think, great, she's going to go do this. Then she gets to the other world, and Luna's there, and the god is there.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it's not what like. She's now being told we're probably going to have a war,
Yeah.
and we're going to need you to pick a side.
Yeah.
And so now it went from she's going to just develop and learn and do all these things to, oh, actually, there's a much bigger thing happening.
Oh, yeah,
So
because
we don't know her decision.
yeah, and he straight up, I think, is like, "You're gonna have to,
You're
like,
gonna, yeah.
get your hands dirty."
Hmm.
But I feel like I can't remember now. I thought she was like, "Alright."
It does end with her kind of thinking of it in a way of it's my time and we are going to fix all the wrongs. Or,
Yeah.
she's thinking about her mom being murdered, her
Yeah.
dad being gone, memories stolen from her. She's seeing it in a way where she could get some retribution, but we don't know what she's going to decide or
Yeah,
what's going to
because
happen.
essentially it was the kings who killed her mother, and I think she's
Yes,
pissed as anyone would be.
he
Oh
was
my
always
gosh.
on her list.
He
She was like, nah,
Nah, not this guy. So what did you rate it?
4.
Oh, really? I gave it a 5.
I am so
I
impressed.
just loved it. I thought there were some parts that weren't the best, but there was enough to love. Like, I can't even besides Fox's whole point, but that's what I'm hoping will be made up in book 2.
Right. And we have so long to wait.
And we have so long to wait. If this became a movie, who are you fan casting? I can't wait.
Okay. For Fox and Nick, Fox would be Yaren Ha, who's Sophie in Bridgerton, the new season.
Oh.
I thought she'd make a good Fox. And then Nick, I put Jacob Elordi.
Fox Jacob Elordi, you stupid.
He's tall, dark hair. I think he'd make a really good prince.
I want to see him 6 feet under the fucking ground
I know.
before I have to see him again. I just sent you that message.
Yeah.
I said I'm so tired of seeing him in literally everything.
It's just a phase.
All right, fine.
And then Ren and Galen.
I didn't put Ren or Galen. I'm so sorry, but I can't wait to hear what you say.
Charithra Chandran. She is also in Bridgerton, and she's the younger sister of the one who ended up with Anthony Bridgerton.
Oh, the younger sister?
The younger sister.
I do like her.
And then, now you're going to have to take a journey with me here, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
I want you to imagine this person probably 25 years ago. Okay? Okay. That's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Russell Crowe.
20 years ago, honey? I think you mean like
25?
40.
He could do it as Russell Crowe about, let's do 30 years ago. But to me, in Gladiator,
Oh, man.
that build was the build that I imagined
Yeah.
for this soldier. And then the ability to then, I assume, have a romance. So it was really hard for me to pick one. And no guy right now at the age of 20 fit for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The men, I'm going to say this in the nicest of way. The men of our new age generation are
Tiny.
yeah, what are they? They don't
Little
look like
things.
men.
They look like boys.
They
Yeah.
look like boys. First of all, ew, I don't want to think about that.
Mhm.
Second of all, yeah, where are the men?
Yeah.
Where,
They don't make
where-
men like they used to.
they don't. Where are the rugged men?
Yes,
It's like
rugged.
Artful Dagger. I really want to watch that.
Mhm.
That boy, that's not a boy anymore.
Mhm.
He's a grown man.
Yeah.
I think he's my age. He
Oh.
still looks like he's fucking 12.
Yeah. It's
That's wild.
Like, I know that we live in a world where, before people were old at 40 and now, but like, can we not look like babies though?
I mean,
at
it
30?
makes me feel so creepy,
And-
like looking at anyone who's of decent age, but
This
doesn't
is-
look like it.
That's why I like my husband so much, because although he is much younger than me, he's also like rugged, and we look very similar in age, in my opinion.
As a compliment to yourself.
As a compliment, I think Russell Crowe would have been amazing.
I will agree with that one. In his younger years, yes.
Yes. Not now. It'd be weird. Ren is like this really young, tiny. Because I imagine, even when I think of the word wren, that bird, just so tiny and delicate and petite. But
And
she
so
ain't.
precious. She ain't. She's
She
a
probably
fighter.
should have switched their names minimum,
Minimum.
I think. Fox would have been a good name for her. But
Yeah, for real.
but I'm loving Ren.
You know what? Yeah. So for me, for
Mm.
Fox, I
Mm.
picked Isabella Sermon. She is from Jurassic World 2 and 3, the young daughter.
Oh.
She's also going to be in the new Pride and Prejudice TV series, and I cannot wait.
Oh, yes.
Like, I don't ever like to think about this in my books, but she's 17. She's 17 in the books. So I wanted to pick someone who was younger that fit that
Oh,
17
okay.
bracket.
I can see her as Fox.
Yeah. Because Fox was,
She's very delicate looking,
yeah,
and I agree with that.
She was not conventionally beautiful, but
Mhm.
she had her looks about her. Her eyes could either be brown or green, depending on the light, and her hair was light brown. So I was like,
Mhm. That was a good, yeah.
for Nick, I picked Belmont.
Camille. Oh, the
Camille?
new guy.
Yes. I know. I know.
Yes.
I know.
He also could be Galen, though. Now, he
Yeah.
is rugged.
He looks like a man.
Yeah, he's manly. He's 28. He looks minimum 70. No, just kidding. Yeah, he looks great.
Yes. Yes. So he could either play either, but yeah, I liked
For Nick, yeah.
from the trailers because the off campus, that's what he's in. That's
Mhm.
going to be his newest work. I was like, oh man, yes.
Good
Tall,
call,
dark,
good call.
handsome, rugged. He could be a bodyguard or a
6'1".
Thank
Yes.
you. Say less.
Say less.
Say less.
He'd be too old for her, though, because you said in real life she is 17.
No, I don't think in real life she's 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think she's 18.
Well, I mean, she looks very young.
Yeah, they don't like the age difference anymore
In
in
TV.
the
Yeah.
acting
Well,
world.
because technically it's
Yeah, remember when
not
they were like
appropriate.
15 and they were like 30 some odd
Yeah, that's
fucking.
crazy.
Let's
Okay.
do some hot takes and debate starters.
Let's do it.
Did Fox deserve all the treatment she got for helping the prince, or was it because the prince had the hots for her?
I will say this. I have two points to make. One, he has to because it's the book. We have to get this story. Okay. Let's just put it there.
God damn you.
Two, on the other side of it, if it had been any other person, they would have gotten some coin and sent on their way. But I will say he's a different prince, though. So maybe he always would have been.
A little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that it was way extra. You're telling me she just settled right into court life, after hating the royals all her life. And then for Ren to go with it, like she legit was like, stay away from the prince. Stay away from doing anything stupid. Don't do. And then she was like, oh man,
I hurt
this
my
food
head.
is good. Yeah. The clothes, the food, the freedom. I mean, he bought her freedom.
Yeah.
That's just, and oh my gosh. And her inner turmoil over it was unnecessary and constant.
Yeah. Like, girl, you like it.
Yeah, there was just a certain point where I was like, that was way too extra.
Mm-hmm.
Way too extra. Did the book rely too much on common tropes?
No, because we didn't even get enemies to lovers,
Exactly.
which is what you would expect.
Yeah, I said no. It was present, of course, because it's a fantasy
Yes.
and it's what hooks you in.
Mhm.
But as a book, it stood on its own.
Yes.
Like it was unlike
Like, what
most
trope was
fantasies.
that? Kind of enemies? Only one enemy?
Yeah.
A kind of, sorta trope?
What was it? It wasn't. It wasn't
was- there's
anything.
no-
There was
yeah.
I wouldn't say there was any certain trope it fell into.
Mm-hmm.
It made its own. Did any characters deserve better?
Deserve better, huh? No, I thought they all got what they needed.
I said Ren and Fox just
Mm.
because Ren was such a powerhouse as a side character. She gave main girl, but wasn't. And then Fox, who gave meek side girl. It would have been really nice to see Ren really help Fox instead of telling her to run. Instead of telling her to hide, help her, empower her,
Mhm.
show her like, okay, you're in this castle now. You need to learn how to defend yourself. I'm going to show you a few moves.
Well-
Instead, we got it from, I don't even know how we got it from, but we got it from not the prince, not Galen, not Ren, but a totally different little petite side character who was the head of infantry or whatever.
Yes.
Like he just taught her one fucking move.
I see what you're saying. I do agree. But if there's a secret about Ren, maybe because she's a protector of Fox, which we don't know yet, maybe that's why her solution is run, because she's going to protect her by stepping in, right?
Yeah, because that's what Galen wanted Nick to do the whole time too, was stay safe, run away.
Right.
You know, don't go into the freaking heat of danger.
Yeah. Whereas Nick is like, I'm not the prince. I'm a soldier.
Like, shut up, dude. Leave me alone.
You're fun. But yeah, I do agree with that, because in some books they might have where the Ren or the protector would want to teach them. But usually you do see that a lot in enemies to lovers as well, where they're enemies and the guy is going to teach her to fight and get through, be able to take care of herself, and that turns into a lover situation.
Yeah.
So this one is different in a whole bunch of ways, and maybe this is one of them where Ren, as a protector and assuming, just wants her to run.
I still didn't like it.
I mean,
I still thought they deserved better.
They did deserve better.
So what did you put for if I could rewrite one thing?
Nothing, because first of all, I could never. And second, I liked it. I liked the book. I thought it was great.
I just wish the fighting scenes had been a little bit more.
See, I worry that then I would feel the confusion. The confusion sets in and my brain can't handle it. I thought it was really well explained how things were happening, where, again, as a visual reader, I could see it.
Yeah.
And then if they were to have made it a bigger scene, maybe there has to be more big words and things that I don't understand, and it's harder for me to get into it.
Yeah, find yourself in that world. I don't know, because I'm a reader
you're
of
more used to
fantasy.
it.
I see that a lot. And like it'll be chapters, literally
Really?
chapters of fighting, not just a scene, not just a page, chapters.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And so I would say this was a decently sized fantasy. It was over 400 pages.
Yeah, it was 419 exactly.
Yeah. But so I think you could have given just a little bit more, especially because I know she can write fight scenes.
Yeah, because you've read other books.
Yeah, I've read other books. This one was just done too quick for my personal taste.
Let's remember, this is book one of a known
Series.
kind of like the first episode of everything or the first movie of a trilogy. It's just so much just explaining and getting you to a certain point.
Yeah.
So there might be, and we're looking at possibly a big battle coming.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
We'll see.
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait because I'm going to keep reading it.
I'm excited. I'm going to be waiting for you to tell me when the next book's out.
Yeah. We might just have to keep going on it.
Yeah, you're probably going to message me and say, "Oh, guess what? The book 2 of Ember Eternal." And I'm going to say, "What?
What book is this?
Did we read that?"
Honestly, you are.
I will.
I'm going to be like, girl, listen to our podcast.
Listen to the podcast.
That's why we create these. It's not for anybody else but ourselves to remember what we read.
Especially me.
Well, I'm glad that you read it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm so excited for our next read, The New House by Tess Stimpson.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got even more good reads coming up.
Yes, very excited. Every month we got 2 books. 2.
Just 2. You're not even talking about the other books that we're reading. We're reading like so many on our own. I'm
just literally right now reading a book, finishing it, immediately starting another book. I
know.
Am
we have 2 weeks free to read whatever the freak we want.
And
because
we can go nuts.
Yeah, we are going nuts.
I don't personally like to read our podcast books till right before. Like this one, I read it yesterday.
I know.
I did half.
Stresses me out.
I did half the day before and the rest of it yesterday. Answered the questions and got ready for the podcast. I will say though, if it had been a bigger book or a deeper fantasy, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But as soon as I started reading it, I thought this is too easy. I'm not concerned about my understanding of this.
Yeah, like I'm going to know what I'm looking at when I look at it.
So the next 2 books are smaller books actually.
Yes.
And I will be reading them right before recording as well.
I wouldn't be surprised. I will not be. I'll probably pick it up so I can be done and over with it.
Man,
I can remember things.
You read them first and then you read whatever you want. Whereas I read whatever I want and then I cram in the one for the podcast.
We each have our way. Again, we don't always agree upon it.
Yeah. We were pretty agreeable on this one though, I would say.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
It was highly enjoyable. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.